Millions of people are planning to travel for Thanksgiving as Washington Governor Jay Inslee is doubling down on staying home. Inslee's latest warning coming up.
The pandemic has stopped a lot of Thanksgiving traditions, but there are still ways to enjoy holiday activities while staying safe.
We've got some wet roads here in Spokane as we kick things off this morning. I'm going to let you know about a much drier forecast that's in the works.
Up with KREM begins now.
6:30 on your Wednesday morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, Spokane author Jess Welter's latest novel set in Spokane is earning high praises from national media outlets. The novel has been named to at least 4 prestigious lists compiling the best books of 2020. This morning we learned Walter's tell of the cold millions. But we're going to check outside first with Jeremy Lagoop for a look outside. Good morning, Jeremy.
Oh, good morning, Dana Marie. So do I have to go? Do I just go look outside? All right, I've got the ability to look outside thanks to some cameras around. And what we are seeing in town are some wet roads and temperatures hanging out close to freezing once again this morning. Thankfully, it's just a little too warm to get any sort of freezing on those roads. We are at 32 here in Spokane, 34 in Coeur d'Alene, 36 in Sandpoint, and 34 in Moses Lake early on this morning. Comes with a little bit of wind, but expect that to die down rather quickly today. In fact, by the end of Up with KREM, it's going to be pointless to show that graphic. We have a little bit of cloud cover, and it's going to stick around for much of the day. It's a mix of clouds and sun today. More clouds than sun as we scoot through the day, but that doesn't stop temps from climbing. We are all the way up close to 40 degrees later on this afternoon. It's going to be a warm one, but as we head into Thanksgiving, things do dry out, but it's a little bit cooler. And coming up, Dana Marie, I'm going to let you know what I think those temperatures are going to do.
Good to know. Looking forward to that, Jeremy, especially as people are traveling today. Well, here are 3 things to know about the coronavirus this morning. COVID-19 cases continue to increase significantly here in Spokane County every single day. We have contact tracer. They're facing large volumes of cases. Now they're having to shift their priorities to tracing.
The contacts that we want to directly follow up with are people that have been the case has exposures in a high-risk setting. So congregate living is a really good example right now, which includes shelters, long-term care environments.
They are also doing tracing for all other contacts. Susan also explained that many of these cases come from smaller celebrations of 5 to 10 people that do not share a household. Now, the next few weeks will be critical in fighting COVID-19 and this pandemic. Governor Inslee addressed the state yesterday to remind Washingtonians to celebrate Thanksgiving within their households and avoid travel.
It is very clear that our small individual actions will tell the tale. There will be no single decision that will beat this pandemic. It will be the combination of 7 million decisions that can beat this dreadful disease.
Governor Inslee also commended Washington in leading the U.S. in the most residents per capita that are acting safely this year. And college students are home for the holidays. They should stay home. That's what universities are saying and pushing for. Washington State University says every class will make the shift to online for final instructions and exams. Students who leave Pullman to head home for Thanksgiving are asked to not return to campus until the spring. And the University of Washington is discouraging all holiday travel. If students do leave, they're advised not to return unless they really need to. They're also asked to get a COVID test as soon as they come back to campus. Joshua?
Well, Dana Marie, as all of us are putting our final touches on our Thanksgiving plans, there are plenty of traditions that you can still enjoy this year, even if they are going to look just a little bit different. For example, you can still check out the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade, but take a look at your screen. It's going to be different looking because it'll also be virtual. The number of people marching in this year's parade will be reduced by more than 75%. That is according to Macy's. And those big balloon floats are going to be hitched to small vehicles like these golf carts you're seeing right now, not held by the 80 to 100 people you'd normally see. By the way, their routes will also be limited to just 1 block. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, by the way, has only been canceled 3 times since World War II. Now, if Thanksgiving football is your scene, tomorrow's first game starts right here on KREM 2 at 9:30. That is the Houston Texans versus the Detroit Lions. After that, you could settle in for the Washington football team playing the Dallas Cowboys at 1:30. And then the game to watch in the evening, the Baltimore Ravens visit the Pittsburgh Steelers at 5:20. Now, when we're talking about things we could watch, there was some outrage earlier this year after Apple TV bought the rights to all of the Peanuts holiday specials. That left some people frustrated that they couldn't watch a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving without an Apple subscription. But hey, Apple TV is giving you a chance to enjoy the classic film this week for free and with no strings attached. All you have to do is download the Apple TV Plus app. You don't have to do a subscription today, tomorrow, or Friday, but only those days. And then you can watch the movie for free. But then starting on Saturday, you would need an account. Now, if you're looking to get out and go for a run, whether it's before, maybe after your Thanksgiving meal, unfortunately, registration for Spokane's virtual turkey trot is now closed, but you still have time because the pandemic has opened the door for tons of other races to go virtual too. You've got a couple of them on the screen right here. Some turkey trots with registration that are still open right now. But if you're looking for some sweet swag around the country, these might be your best bet. You can check out KREM.com for the latest information on how to sign up for these races. Now, a book based in Spokane is getting high remarks from multiple media outlets. We're checking in with Dana McNichol this morning for the latest on the author behind the cover. Hey, Dana Marie.
Hey, Joshua, that's right. Spokane author Jess Walter's latest novel is set in Spokane, and it's earning high praise from national media outlets. The Cold Millions, that's what has been named by 4 prestigious lists compiling the best books of 2020. So this is so exciting. The book follows 2 brothers navigating Spokane in the early 20th century. Editors and reviewers at the Washington Post named it one of the top 10 books of 2020. The Oprah magazine also included it on its list of 20 best books of this year, calling it an electrifying historical adventure. Auntie's Bookstore in downtown Spokane has also sold what may be a record-breaking amount of copies for any title at the shop. So exciting there. Walter is an author of 6 other novels, a nonfiction book, and 1 book of short stories. U.S. President Barack Obama named Walter's 2013 collection of short stories titled We Live in Water as one of his favorite books of 2019. He added that Walter's book, along with others listed, helped make his 2019 a little bit brighter. Walter also has been named a finalist for the National Book Award and a winner of the Edgar Allan Poe Award, along with several other nominations for his fiction work. How cool is this? So many fun facts all squeezed into one little thing I just shared with such an accomplished author.
I got to tell you, Dana Marie, a little eerie. This past weekend, I was actually, honestly, walking through a secondhand bookstore, and I saw a book about a city I'd worked in before, Missoula, and I was like, I wonder if there's a book based in Spokane that I haven't heard of yet, and legitimately had that thought before you shared this story with us this morning. I'm kind of tripping out, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you going to go get it, read the book?
For sure. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. I'm going to start with those short stories. That one sounds pretty enticing, especially since I'm kind of the kind of person who likes to read the short story before bed, and then I can be done with that one. But sometimes you just sit there and go, whoa, that was a lot.
Especially if it's like floating around in your brain and inspiring your dreams. It'd be cool to have an area like Spokane doing that, right?
Yeah, totally.
Hey,
I
I love it.
we got
Oprah,
3
Obama, all.
Yeah, we got 3 readers here that are probably all going to be looking forward to that book, right, Dana Marie?
Exactly. I'm definitely going to grab it. Maybe give that as a good gift, Christmas gift.
There you go. Well, also this morning, Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward has announced the next few Saturdays will all be about local small businesses. After the break, we're checking in with local jewelry makers at AK Hardware to tell us what small business Saturdays mean for them.
Don't know how to drink tea, but I'm going to work on that. And I'm also going to iron out the details of this forecast and let you know when the snow comes to an end.
Good morning. Ahead on CBS this morning. Despite warnings to stay home, today is expected to be one of the busiest travel days of the pandemic. See what's being done to keep airline workers and travelers safe this Thanksgiving. Also, Republicans and Democrats are sometimes compared to feuding married couples. We'll show you what happens when you take some of the techniques used in Real Deal couples therapy and apply them to politics. Finally, a new emotional op-ed from Meghan Markle that reveals she had a miscarriage. All that coming up at 7.